Question: how did I get started on Resell Circle? I'm glad you asked. It all started on TikTok, to be honest with you. I know we over here on YouTube, but it started in TikTok. A lady came through named Black Tiff. Black Tiff came through. She was dealing with digital products and she was making a move. She said to me, Divine, have you ever thought about digital products or digital assets or anything like that? And I'm like, yeah, I bought this thing called Selling with Confidence, but I don't know how to work it. I was like, I bought the thing and the people I bought it from, they not like coaching and mentoring me with this whole thing. And I don't know, I don't have no idea of what I got going on, but I know some money here. So she was like, okay, let's set something up, or let me talk to you about it. I said, okay, we'll get in the inbox and we'll talk about it later on. Or better yet, let's make a group. So I made a group, put about 5 people in the group that I thought was gonna be able to rock with us. Nothing never happened. The people never connected in the group. Nothing never happened. It just fell. And when I say fell, it fell flat. So I just left it alone. Next thing I know, life started happening in my real life. So I'm like, listen, I got to do something else that's going to make money that I don't have to physically be here to get it. Because in TikTok, if you ain't there playing the game and you don't have a digital product, you ass out. So I'm like, okay, I got to figure this out. So to be honest, I was praying, God, please, Lord. I wasn't saying so much to give me a digital product, but I was saying, like, give me a way, show me a sign, like tell me something to show me that this is, you know, what my next move is, because I was jumping from different things, doing different things on TikTok to make money. Now I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you, I was getting a bag at TikTok. It was a small one, but it was consistent, but I had to be there to get it, and I was putting in a lot of hours. It was just like crazy. So next thing I did, I said, look, Lord, I got to get a way out of here. You got to show me, teach me, sell me something, send me a sign. 2 days later, I get a phone call. I pick up the phone. Yo, what's up? It's Millionaire Al. I'm like, Millionaire Al, what's good? From TikTok. I'm like, what's good? He's like, nothing. He's like, look, I want to show you something. Remember I kept on telling you I want to show you something? I was putting something together. He said, let me show you this thing I was putting together. So I was like, all right. Next thing I know, we on FaceTime or on some type of Zoom, I can't remember, but I'm looking physically at a situation, which is the inner side of Resell Circle. This is my first time. Remember, I'm not technical, so it's all looking like a maze. I don't understand it, but I'm listening to it. And he's saying all the right stuff, like, yeah, your product, you can put your product here, not knowing I got one. So he's like, this is where they put their products. This is where this happens. This is where you resell. This is what happened. This is licensing. This is where you start making commissions. This is where this happens. And then you start leveraging, and then you start doing this. So I'm like, what? I said, look, do it work? He like, yeah, it work. He said it's in a beta, but it'll work. I'm like, beta? It'll work. I was like, does it work? He said, yeah. I said, let's go over to TikTok and let's see. I'm gonna get some people to sign up for it. He was like, nah, wait, hold. I said, listen, if it worked, let's go. We go over to TikTok. When we get to TikTok, I'm being conservative, truly conservative. I know at least 10 people signed up. I want to say 15, 16, but at least 10 people signed up. The people signed up, and he like, yo, we on, it's working. And so as the people was in, they talking and telling all this different stuff, and I'm saying to myself, like, what is this? I gotta hurry up and get me an ebook. Like, let me hurry up and put an ebook, because that's the only thing I remember. You get an ebook, and I remember when I bought that Selling with Confidence, before I got on beacons and stands, because I'm thinking that if I get on both of these things, my thing gonna blow out the wall. I'm gonna have the top seller. Long story short, none of that happened, and none of it, you know. So except for me paying for beacons and stands. So I cut beacons and stands off, put my stuff over in Resell Circle, and start working on an ebook, because I have no confidence in selling with confidence, because it never really worked for me. I sold it a few times. After I sold the first time, I was glad to get my money back. I was ready to go then. But then I remember I had to pay stand and beacons all them different months that I had it, so I wanted to get my money back again. I sold it a few times. Boom, the people, they gone, they didn't ask a bunch of questions. Some of them was technical. Another one, Sassy bought it. And so when I heard about Resell Circle, I felt like I owed her one. So I called this young lady named Carrie, and I called Sassy. Those are two that I called. Both of them jumped on it, and they bought the product as a whole. They bought the whole system. They didn't just jump in as platinums to get their stuff done, like to do an ebook or whatever. So I'm like, okay. Next thing I realized is the product itself was beyond selling ebooks and promoting ebooks. The system was banging. I'm like, yo. So I talked to Al. We was talking every day at the time, especially in Inception. So I'm like, listen, Al, do you realize, now listen to me, I'm like, do you realize this whole system is like a system by itself? And he just looking at me. And so I'm like, yeah, do you realize that? Like I said, why don't we just sell the whole thing? He said, that's the whole purpose. I'm like, why you didn't tell me? As a mentor, he leaning back and waiting for me to catch on. I caught on. And when I caught on, the rest was history. So a lot of times people want to know, how did you get started? How does it help you? It helped me. It changed my life, especially financially. Socially, I'm dealing with a whole nother level of style of people. But the reality is, if you want to get started on Resell Circle, check the link in my bio. Follow me and I'll show you everything that I did to get my first 500. I made my first $500 in like 72 hours. Now, that doesn't work for everybody, and then it may work even more for somebody. The reality to it is there's a system, there's a method, and there's a plan that you can have to make this happen. There's a bunch of ebooks where you can do it in 90 days and a whole bunch of other stuff. So lock in, connect to the link in the bio, and I'll tell you more.